Yes, people, don't avert your eyes. Don't change your screen. Yes, you are seeing that correctly. There's somebody wearing Liverpool merch on our screen. We're gonna get to him in a minute. We need to pay our bills first. All right. Shout outs to I gotta change this because I'm not doing the other thing. But Balorian, Manukian, Shakinian, LLP, the greatest law firm in California history. All right. They beat the feds. They beat the state. They beat the city. They'll beat whatever you want them to beat, if you get my drift. All right. Ike, Ani, Susan, Ashat, David, all them man there. Oh, I said all of them, right?
Vahe.
I always forget Vahe. Big up Vahe. Shouts to everybody. They'll handle your emails. They'll handle your phone calls. 747-444-4444. A personal injury law firm in Encino, California. If you're not in California, that's fine. The network is deep. Like I told you, they beat the feds before. So you could call them up. They'll put you in the right hands. All right. 100 great staff, lawyers, paralegals, legal assistants there all day to help you. Shout out to my favorite law firm. I wish I could work for them. I wish I could do my law stuff there. Balorian Manukian LLP, based in Encino, California. I still don't know where that is.
It's a nice part of town.
And the first comment goes, is that a Scouse on the panel? All right.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Correct.
Welcome, everybody. Tonight we have a special show. Of course, y'all know we play the Scousers this weekend. I got my normal panel. I'm going to introduce that gentleman last. I got my man, Ronaldo. What's going on, Ronaldo?
Hanging in there, man. It's Friday.
It is Friday for
Like
sure.
Christmas Eve before the big game. I'm excited. Reserved but excited because we get to see the boys again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Feels like a long time.
International breaks tend to they take the wind out of yourself, especially when you win.
Yeah, we had a little industrious win last time out, so hopefully we win 2 in a row. When's the last time we did that?
Oh, don't give him no ammunition. Don't give him no ammunition. And then my other brother from the South representing ATL, Mikey. What's going on, brethren? How's things in your neck of the woods? And that says 3-0.
I am back, and I'm pushing the gospel of the 3-0. I feel good. This is based on no scientific evidence or any of the games going on. This is a vibes score, and I've been keeping it going, and I've been called many names. I remember you guys. I will remember you. People have been slagging me off in different languages as well. 3-0. Count it. It's happening.
Wow. Wow,
That's a bold score.
That's a very bold score. You must know something we don't know, but we'll talk about that later. And representing the SoCal, my man B with the ales and the beers. Chris, he's a mixer for he's one of the chemists for what's the beer place account?
Lucky Luke.
Lucky Glue.
All right. Love that.
Do you have him in your restaurant?
I do not. We should.
Oh, there it is.
Definitely should.
There's a
house.
There's a connect right there.
Brian.
And here we go. We have a Liverpool supporter on the show. He is a personal friend of mine. As someone who doesn't like men, that's somebody I will hang out with time to time. He's a restaurateur, like everybody says. He has a restaurant called Love and Salt in Manhattan Beach that do Italian food. The ratings are 5-star. Everything's it's just great. He's a great chef, but he knows how to run a spot. There's always a good vibe. Everybody's welcome. Doesn't matter what race, creed you are, you're going to get love, and you get first-class service. Love and Salt in Manhattan Beach, California. If you do come here, I do recommend you go and say, I saw your Scouse ass on the Stateside Red Show. Everybody, welcome my friend, Chris Feldmeyer. Did I say it right, Chris?
No, you said it right enough. Feldmeyer.
How are you doing, Christopher?
I'm nervous about this game this weekend, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first one in a long time I felt real nervous about.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's as I was, I've been telling you guys a little bit before we got on air that this off season for you in particular as it was out of the norm. I really felt that you guys handled your business in a way where you kind of kept to your valuations better than you have in the past. You guys didn't go crazy. I know Case said he wanted a midfielder, but if you can't, if you're not going to pay out the teeth, you kind of got to go with what you had, and that process has worked well for Liverpool for years until this summer. We seem to have found our purse strings and spent a ton of money and kind of disrupted our kind of our flow of our team, I think, a little bit. And that's what makes me nervous. Is the first together squad we've had against you guys in a long time.
Oh, interesting.
I want to ask you, Chris, being that we do this for everybody that comes on, how we all have an origin story, being that, like, I don't know, we're going to get your origin story now. This is the question, that we all have an origin story in football, right? Like, mine is, my family is from Trinidad and Tobago, so football is a part of our life, and I get introduced to it like that. So what's your origin story in football, and why Liverpool?
Great question.
I got a really good story about that. I grew up in the South Bay in Los Angeles and Torrance, and I used to go to Hermosa Beach. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but George Best used to have a bar in Hermosa Beach called Best's.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first place I had a drink. I won't, I guess it's closed now. I could tell you. I was about 14 years old. They didn't care there. George didn't care. Nobody cared down there at that time in the South Bay. And my brother and I used to go in there, and everybody obviously was a big United fan of them going down there, and they weren't very nice. So we kind of took Liverpool out of a spite kind of thing, and then started rooting at the rivals, and that's the kind of the way it went on. That's why I do know my my United history probably a little better than most Scousers do, but that's kind of how we got it. And then my brother and I just kind of took it off from there, and we've been watching Liverpool ever since.
Wow, I never knew that story, Christopher.
Did you ever ask, Casey? You care about your friends?
I do care about my friends, but Christopher is somebody I
Check
hide
in on
from.
man.
Too busy listening to Gal all day.
Oh, yeah. You know who's in front of you? He's the gallus of the gallus. He has some crazy stories, but we won't get into that. That's interesting. You had some good points about your team not gelling right now. The few Liverpool matches I've watched, you guys just don't seem as potent as normal. You don't seem as aggressive. It seems like guys were still trying to feel each other out. And you talked about our summer, but everybody from our side, we appreciated your summer. Your summer was, you brought in all quality.
We did,
Yeah.
but you can't. Trent Alexander really hurt us, and it hurt both. As a Scouser, it killed for having to go to Real, but that really hurt our team, and in a lot of ways, people can complain about his defense up and down, but what he brought to the offensive side of the ball and his passing and his entry balls into putting into space, which led to goals. I think we're missing that creativity. We thought Wirtz was going to bring that to us, but he plays a different position in that midfield. And if people are cutting him off and strangling him when he gets the ball, he can't make anything happen. It's different when it's coming from the wings. And so we were a wing centric to forward to make things happen for about 7 seasons now, 8 seasons, pretty much straight since the Klopp time, and I think it's an adjustment, and it's going to be an adjustment. I think we kind of stole a title last year, which was great. I'm not going to complain about that whatsoever. But it was time for a refresh on the team, and it's going to take some games. Take some games to gel.
Well, that's great, and that's what it looks like. Let's get onto the best red side. Let me ask some of my panel here, guys. How do you guys feel about our situation going to the match? What do we look like? We're on a little vibe. We won a game going into the international break. How should we feel? And
I think we should listen to the manager and take it one game at a time.
I think.
Let's
Go ahead, Ronaldo. Go ahead.
no. Let's hope he picks the well, we're gonna say the lineup that we want because there's certain people we don't want to see in the team anymore. Like probably like Luke Shaw and stuff. Maz is not ready, right?
No.
He's not
Leach
gonna
is
play
out too,
anymore.
I think.
Maguire's gonna have to play.
Oh, you're crazy. I'm sorry. That was
Dude,
disrespectful. I'm sorry.
Who else though? I'm not playing Shaw over Maguire. I'm not doing that. But yeah, it's
I might play Shaw over Maguire in this case.
interesting. I
Maguire's
just
gonna
have
get
really
smoked
bad
on that right
memories of.
side.
Yeah, I just have bad memories of fucking Salah, who admittedly is not in the best of form right now. Just torching Shaw. So I don't know if I want to deal with that again.
Shaw's faster than Maguire though. Maguire's gonna
He
get
is.
smoked.
Yeah.
It don't
I
matter
mean,
if Mo
not
Salah's feeling
much,
it,
not by a lot, but
Yeah.
I think Maguire gets burned especially if we plays on one of the wings and not in the
I'll
center.
play Maguire in the middle though. I won't play him on the
The
outside.
middle, I could see that. Yeah,
The
that I could
Delict
see.
and Euro flag Maguire. That's what I would do.
That would be good.
And yeah, other than that, I guess you can't bench Bruno. I don't know why, but figure some other conservative option next to Bruno. And I think it should be the three men that we bought this year that Chris thinks are really good buys. I think they should be starting. I think it should be, Sesko, Cunha, and Mbeumo up top. And then
Have you guys started all three of them
Wings.
together this year?
Once
Once?
the game Cunha got hurt, I think was
the Brentford game too. Yep, that was one.
Yeah.
That flamed out.
Fast. Me personally, as far as like how I feel that I still want the manager gone. We could win this game 7, 8, 9, whatever the case may be, and I'll still want Amorim gone. That's where I'm at. He would have to do a lot more, right? Because he's done a lot more to get himself. He's done a lot to get himself out of favor with me, right? So I gave him he got 11 months out of me. And sorry guys, I know that y'all don't like to hear this, and I don't mean you guys. I mean people out there that's going to be watching now. We're in a results-based business, and you have to get results, and you have to win games. And we're not asking you to be in fourth. We're not asking you to be Liverpool, City, Arsenal. We're not asking that. We're asking you to beat Grimsby. We're asking you to beat Fulham or have a convincing victory over Burnley. We're not asking to be world beaters. We know where we are. We know who we have. We know where we are. We know these players are bad too. I'm not excusing the players, but I don't feel like, even if he wins against Liverpool, I don't care. I'm not going to change my mind. You're going to see that. So you're going to see that if we get a W. You're going to see the internet starts to, the revisionism will start and all this other stuff. No, he's still under trial. He's still on trial. And I don't feel not so in the beginning, right? I felt good about our signings. And I was like, yeah, we got some good signings. I might have gave us a 7 in signings or 6.5 or 7. Couldn't give it more because we didn't get a midfield or whatever. And then the Lamens things happens and we get him. But like now, with a little bit of time watching some of these guys, it's like, the verdict's still out on Šeško. He's starting to find a little form. The verdict's still out on him. And Mbeumo has been our best so far. And Mbeumo's been out and out. Work rate, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Not giving up, playing hard, and giving us everything we ask anybody in his position to playing in the 10 position to do, home and away. He does it. He doesn't get a goal every time. He doesn't get an assist every time. But he works, and that's good enough for me because we had a history of guys not working. But as far as feeling for this game, I have just taken the ignorant approach of just throwing myself onto the 3-0 and just going from there. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of sulking and worrying against every team. There's been 12 years now of this. Oh, man. Really, it's been like 8. It's been like 8 years of like, oh, man, City's coming to town. Oh, man, Liverpool's coming to town. They're going to batter us. Oh, man. They're like, I'm tired of being like that. So I refuse. If I have to lie to myself, so be it. I just hope. And then if we don't win, you won't see me for a few days. Honest man.
It's Chris. So when you see me upset about the team. You're seeing it's not like some anomaly. Is our fan base is like this? We're not in a good state. We're not comfortable. We're not happy.
I understand, but this is when you have a truly great team that falls upon the wayside. I mean, it's hard to recover from that. I mean, when you have arguably the greatest manager in the history of soccer, and you try to replace him,
Football.
It's yeah, it's both. It's really hard to replace that. And you guys won, and you guys won convincingly for how many years? 25?
26.
26? That's a pretty serious clip. And I understand that you get used to a certain level, but you, with your ownership group, the way it is, if you don't have somebody strong on the top who's leading your squad, then it's going to fall apart the way it is, because your owners have probably, I can't think of a worse group that would own my team right now. Like, I would rather have a Saudi club own my team than the Glazers.
Oh, I can think of a few. Have you heard of the Mara family that run the New York Giants?
Well,
they don't know what they're doing up there. They have no idea.
Yeah, they're only half owners, though, if you think about that.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah,
both of them. They stink.
Yeah.
All right. Well, B, let's get your thoughts of the game. Then we're gonna get to the comments. How do you feel going to the game, Brian?
Man. To be honest, I mean, most games I'm like, I want to win. I think we can, but it's kind of like a repeat of City. We're like, oh, they got all these guys out. There's all these injuries. This is the time when we should. This is the game. This is our opportunity. And then we saw what happened against City. So I don't know if it's going to be a repeat of that. We've shown up against Liverpool in recent times, here and there. I don't know. If we can get any points out of it, I'll be happy. We get 8 points.
Wow. Yeah,
we can
get to these comments
real quick. Tripping, nothing worse than the Glazers. They've been milking this club basically my entire life. 26 years of deterioration. Fine. We've won a Champions League under the Glazers. We've won titles under the Glazers, like under their first few years of reign. So, they're awful. I'm not defending them. They're awful, but we were able to win something. I could think of way worse people to run this thing. Now, the Glazers are terrible, but there's some terrible. One of them's on Talk Sport, talking every fucking week. Terrible. So
he lost that Fergie and Gill cook then, so that don't matter. But Fergie and Gill were running the operation, so that's why we won a Champions League.
Yeah, I think those early years of the Glazers was just it hadn't the rot hadn't set in yet.
I always say Fergie and Gill leaving at the same time freaking killed us. That's
what killed it. Yeah,
that was absolute. That was trash.
It was 8 years that we stopped winning. So they came in 2005, and then they left. And then Fergie leaves in 2013, and then we don't win anything else after that. So we had almost a decade of winning. Even we won with the worst Man United team in 2013, the worst Man United championship side in 2013. And then that's what Fergie was like.
That wasn't a great side. Yeah,
I'm done. I can't do it here now. Now I really can't do it. And that was the for sure.
Those are the comments.
Big up the United women on that big away win in the UCL. They've been killing it. They're
garaging it right now.
They've been killing it per usual. Praise Jaw. Selling Saquon and Danny Dimes. I'm telling you, Danny Dimes looking like fucking John Elway now. Okay, so I'm just
Indiana Jones, baby.
I'm just hurting. LOL, joking. We had Pep Pub Sunday and LVG, the last gaffer to win at Anfield.
That's crazy.
It's been that long. Was it that the one?
Really?
Is
LGB?
Damn.
Yep.
Ed Woodward, whatever his name was. It was Woodward, and
Woodward.
He worked for the Glazers, so I don't know what exactly that you're asking, Mario. But big up yourself. Everybody is chat. Big up. Watching Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X. Thank you for joining. Yes, if you're just joining us now, you're seeing exactly what you're seeing. Go ahead, Casey.
Yeah, I mean, tell me, how do you feel about your coach, Chris? Because we are kind of, how can I say in a polite way, we're not believing in our coach. We think there's definitely some weakness in him. I think some of us believe he has an ego problem, and the product on the field has been shit. But
Yeah.
I've heard some scouts come lately actually questioning Arnie Slot. Maybe they're not believing in his ways. Is that a vibe? Do you feel? Or you just think it's okay, just a part of the process?
I think it's a part of the process. I think he came in, as I said, to a team, a real cohesive team that Klopp had put together that were professionals, and he changed some tactics. And I think he's a tactics-driven coach. He's not an emotional leader like Klopp was. I mean, he was a once in a very long while manager. He was infectious. I mean, I don't know. Would who wouldn't want him as their manager? Let me put it that way, or coaching any kind of thing for them. I mean, he got everybody ready to play all the time, and he's not that kind of manager. He's a tactics guy, and I think he'll figure out the tactics, but the team's got to gel. We got to figure out a way to generate some balls inside the box, and we got to figure that out, because right now it seems like we're trying to generate everything from the midfield, and it's not working for us. We tried this little trick early in the season where we had Gravenberch coming up from the back line from the 6th position and slashing to the net, and that worked for about 4 games. We got some surprise goals out of that, and then teams have clued on. Glastonbury clued on to that. I think they were the first one, and Chelsea clued on to that, and were able to stop his drive, stop him going through things, stealing the ball, stepping in those passing lanes, and it's really affected. It's affected everything. It's affected the creativity and things like that. And as far as Salah goes, I don't think he's necessarily down. I think he's adjusting to almost a new position as facilitator. I think that's eventually where our offense is going to come from him. I don't know if he's going to score 20 goal seasons may be done. But I think his assists are going to be way up, and I think that is, really, he's our most creative player on the wing right now up there.
It's also really early. I don't know why people are so quick to just. Listen, I'm not one of those people. I'm very realistic when it comes to our rivals. I can hate you all I want, but I gotta respect greatness when you're able to win it. You know what I'm saying? And you guys got a squad of quality players. And I see this is a blip for me. So that's why it doesn't mean anything to me that you've lost and you're starting to lose. Now, you were hanging on by a thread in a few of these games. Yeah. But you're going to have games like that. That's what I was saying we were saying when we played Arsenal and we beat Arsenal, everybody, all the Man United fans were acting like, man, you know what? Maybe we have something. And we can play like this every week. Arsenal won a game that you win when you're on a title winning, kind of campaign. You come out, you find a goal out of nowhere, and you defend for your life afterwards. You're gonna have those games. So that's why I can't base how I feel or whatever off of what other people are doing at the moment. I think is often the best thing you want to do. But we did it with City. We did it with City. We did it. We're asking people guys to play for 90 minutes. We get 45 minutes of it. And that could happen. That could well enough happen on Sunday. Teams like to find their form after us. After they start finding their form, they start figuring it out. So let's just hope that we could stop. We could be more of the fucking dirt on the grave if we're gonna stop these guys from getting there. Because 4 losses, would it be 4 losses in the league or 3?
That'll be 3.
3, yeah, 3 losses in the league. It's not over with. It's not over with. It's still a long time, but it'd be nice to see that stopgap.
I got the question for you guys. So what happens if it is a blowout for Liverpool again? Do you axe him or no?
Well, they already said that they're not going to. They're rolling with him. And I feel like Ineos they're gonna suffer for that. But also, and I've been thinking about this a while. I'll extend this question to the rest of the panels. Who else is out there to get at this time?
Well, Who are you going to strong arm into that? Yeah, I agree.
And they're seeing it. They're going to see, let's say we lose 4-0, right, which is very possible. Let's say we lose 4-0 and fan base is mad. The pundits are going off and everybody's kicking off. And they they're like, okay, we need to get somebody. Who do you go get? Do you get Carrick? Do you go and get Carrick and say, hey, Carrick, steady the ship? Can you steady the ship for us? And then maybe you earn your job, or who do you get? Because like, there's no one that I feel like right now outside of maybe Xavi. Xavi could probably do it. Maybe he could do it. Glasner doesn't want this job. Glasner can't want this job with what he's doing now with Palace. He can't want this.
Why would you leave that?
So that leaves a big question there. Well, who do you guys think?
Well, getting getting a new coach is the worst thing that could happen to us. So Chris's question is, if we got blown out, they're not going to fire him, Chris, but the noise is going to be loud. It's just going to be chaos amongst the media. The pressure is going to be extreme. They're going to be looking at our club under the microscope, but it's going to come from every direction, every media outlet there is. So it's just going to be loud. But I think one thing we've gotten accustomed to over the years, shit being loud. Yes, there's going to be pressure on him, but they're not going to fire him because you just said a week ago that you're going to give him 3 years. If you fire him now, you look like I mean, we all know Sir Jim lies to us, Chris. We don't believe shit he says. But you can't just say a week ago, I'm going to give him 3 years and fire him now. So this won't fire him, but it'll just make the atmosphere. Right now we're like on not toxic, but mid-level, like, okay, it's whatever. But we've been in toxic for years, Chris. Like, everything is on edge, grumpy.
Fighting each other.
So we're just going to be back in extreme toxic. And it's something we've gotten comfortable with. We know how to behave through it. Some people are going to go nuts, and there's going to be Amorim out chants. Some YouTubers are going to go, it's going to be dramatic. There's going to be, yelling. You just got to be baseline and understand, shit's fucked up right now. We're in a situation where, we had a good window, but we're chasing you guys. We're chasing Aston Villa, for God's sakes. It's just a bad situation. So he won't get fired, but we'll just be extremely toxic. Anybody else?
Yeah. Once again, like they've dug this hole for us now, right? They've dug this hole for us. It's like now every failure is magnified. It's magnified, and I don't care what nobody says. What the fans say and the media does, it has an effect. It has an effect. It's gonna be awful if we lose 1-0 and we play good like we did against Arsenal. I think you'll be okay then. People will be like, all right, cool, but we need to see what you do next. The international break did not help. I hate the fact that we had to play an international break because we just won a game. It'd be nice to see y'all do that and then go to the next week and go right into it. But it's a tough game, and I don't think we need, as fans, we need to chill the fuck out for a second and realize we're going into a fortress, a place we typically don't win at.
Okay? Once in the last 10 years.
We don't win at this place. Historically, we don't win at this fucking place. So, like, maybe we should chill the hell out. But, like, we're at this little place where Amorim, where he's dug this hole for us that every game is fucking game 7 now. Every game is game 7 for him because he has a 24% win rate. So we want to see you win. We want to see you up that. You have the worst record of all managers since World War II. Like, you haven't won back-to-back games in 12 months, in 11 months. Like, I can keep going. I can keep going. So once you have all of those things, it's a powder keg every time. And it's something that you've done. The players too. But you have to get a tune out of these guys. And, it's always going to be on you. That's where I'm at. Biriotti getting banned, says I will either way it goes. So screw off, cheese.
Ronaldo, what do you think? What's your feelings if we lost? What did you say the number was, Chris?
I just said by a big number of blowout, so it would have to be at least by 3.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5-0.
Yeah, I mean that's a big loss, but I don't know how you can change managers. Honestly, I'm not a believer in changing managers mid-season. I think that you need to do your due diligence and research who you want as a manager. And I don't think it does anybody even good. Even if you do get smoked, you got to ride it out this year.
That's our thing,
that,
though. We always fire mid-season. We always fire mid-season.
And I think that's what I'm saying about the Glazers and the ownership group. Is I don't think that's doesn't work. It doesn't work in any sport. In the NFL,
Agreed.
maybe in baseball.
Chelsea.
Maybe in baseball you can do that, but nobody else. It doesn't help.
Manager mid-season, and they'll go on to win things next season. Chelsea's done that multiple times. They fired a guy mid-season.
That was under the Russian, though. The Russian had it
I was
together.
going to say, yeah.
That's true.
There was some shady shit.
Shout out to all my Russian homies.
Like, I'm done trying to convince people about keeping Ruben because the evidence is there that things are bad and things need to change in terms of him catering to the squad a little more, as much as that fucking angers me, because how many managers have catered to this squad and still got burnt, you know what I'm saying? But he has to change. Like I said, we might have to cave a little bit, at least this season, until you get all the players you need to play the system you want. Maybe write it out this year and make it do with a 4-3-3 or something. See how it goes. See how the guys respond. See the results we get. Because bottom line, we need to get wins. And presently, as we are now, I guess based on the season and a little bit of the last season, if we lose 3-4-0 tomorrow, Sunday, it's not that much of a surprise. I mean, you could say how we look losing. Might kind of lean towards like, I think he's finally lost the guys or something. But from all intents and purposes, I don't think he's lost them. So maybe 3-0. I don't expect a blowout, but I'm expecting us to lose. And keep rolling on and hoping for the guys to improve, hoping for Ruben to figure something out. A light bulb goes off in his head to change things. And just hoping to get some results. I would take a draw, as boring as that sounds, and as ununited as it sounds to take a draw.
Scoreless
draw. Another clean sheet. Yeah.
A scoreless draw would be great. I would love a scoreless draw, honestly.
I don't want to see that shit, but I'll take it.
That only happens if Laman starts.
Yeah. I would say probably a 1 or 2 goal loss since it's a derby. I think everybody's gonna be up for it, especially after an international break. Scouse, they don't want to lose 4 in a row. We're trying to win 2 games in a row. We're trying to keep the ball rolling after beating Sunderland. So yeah, and like I said, until I see it, I'm not picking our guys to win consecutive games. So here's the Sunday.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's Chris, we're trying to go for 2 wins in a row right now under this coach.
That's like our mark of success right now.
And that is the
a mark of encouragement
here.
Yeah. If the tables were turned, you guys would have sacked this guy already. You would have sacked him.
I think it.
Klopp never performed like this. Rodgers never performed like this.
We fired Roy Hodges midseason and Rodgers midseason too. But Jurgen Klopp was available. Why wouldn't you fire Brendan Rodgers for Jurgen Klopp if you're able to make that move? You do that because he was a better manager, and Brendan Rodgers had lost. He'd lost the room. The team wasn't listening to him anymore. It was time. His thing had run. He'd forced out Gerrard. That was it. That was kind of the final straw for us as fans. Is when Gerrard was like, I can't play another season under this guy. It's a famous quote that he would have sucked it up and played another 6 months with Brendan Rodgers if he'd have gotten 6 months with Jurgen Klopp. So Brendan Rodgers was done, and it does happen. But I think that was a different time. What coaches are out there? What managers are out there right now in the world? You're right. It's bare. Like, who can you replace him with?
That's the messed up thing because I said the same thing with Ten Hag last year. I was like, who the fuck are we gonna replace him with? And then, boom, this Ruben Amorim. I never really heard of him before.
Yeah.
And he came out of nowhere, and we got the
I can just
story
tell
about
you-
his success in sporting and stuff. So we're like, well, let's see how it goes. And here we are.
I mean, I can tell you when Liverpool was looking to replace Klopp, we looked at Amorim as a manager for us, and he didn't pass whatever analytic things that we had set through. I mean, that's a much smarter formula than I could possibly do, but he didn't pass the muster with that at all. Wasn't his leadership skills. It was his expected goals against different kind of defenses. Whole big thing. You can look up an article about it of why we got Slot as our manager, and that was the biggest reason right there was expected wins, offense processed, and the number one thing that we got him for were injuries. We had a really beat up season Jurgen Klopp's last couple of years, and Slot has brought in a training staff that I think it's kept our team pretty fucking healthy as far as it goes for especially so it's incredible. You can't put a price on consistency and cohesion with a team, and if your team's constantly getting injured, you can't get anything together.
Oh, we know all about that. Trust.
We have a lot of comment on some of these things. Yeah.
What are these comments saying, Mikey?
Liverpool didn't take Amorim because they know they would have to gut the squad to play Amorim's football. Same thing with West Ham. That's a good. I don't know how true that is, but like, I don't see Frimpong playing like. I think Frimpong playing the right wing back seems like official, right? He came from doing that at Leverkusen, so
yeah,
he came from playing with a 3 at the back and then playing left wing back with Ta and fucking Hincapie and all them kind of guys. So I don't know. That's just one guy. Standards are in the gutter right now, says Blackstro. Big up Blackstro. We're not even asking to win the league. We just want to win back-to-back 2 wins. If United can, he only lost Manu and Xerxes. He lost Garnacho too. Garnacho quit on him, and yeah, Rashford quit on him.
Rashford quit on him.
It's a few guys.
Bruno's kind of quiet quitting on him a little bit.
I think Bruno's still playing for him, but like Bruno's just not happy with
all
this.
The Portuguese are playing for him.
All speculation here, by the way. No, I don't like to say any of these things or assert them as fact, but
this is just cheeseman.
But yeah, I think Bruno's just being played out of position. That's all.
Yeah.
He's more effective when he's near to the goal, and we're playing him back, and we're stymieing that fucking progression he would give. But like you said, I think you're right, man. But I do. One thing I will say is sacking is a part of football, man.
It's a part of every sport.
Sacking is a part of football, 100%. Like we've had 26 years of dominance, and we're spoiled. And we had one manager. We're the anomaly, right? We've had one manager for so long, and like now we're looking for the next guy to take over from him. And every guy that comes in, he's gonna have to fill in Sir Alex's shoes. An impossible feat, a crazy feat to ask anybody to do.
It's impossible.
So like those standards are there. You're gonna have the Reds that saw it. They saw 99. They saw 08. They saw all of these things. They some of them were there around for when we wanted Fergie out, in the first few seasons. Like they saw it, so they're gonna always put that with them. So that's one of the things that hurts us because the red shirt in Manchester is heavy to wear for any fucking body. So that's why I try to give grace with the new managers. I try to give grace, especially the foreign-born manager, right? The Ollies, the LVGs, stuff like that. I try to give them a little bit, even though Ollie played, he knew. But look what we did to him. He earned it. He earned it, but look how we ran him out of town. Look how we got him the fuck out of here. So I don't know. Any update on Gravenberch and Konate?
Gravenberch is going to play. Yeah, and Konate is going to play as well. I don't know if Konate will play the whole game. We've been subbing him out pretty early just to keep him fresh, but Gravenberch is going to play. He'll play 90, no problem.
I see Allison's out. He's out.
He's out. He's out until after Thanksgiving. He won't be back till beginning of December.
Who's your backup?
There's Shealy, the Georgian goalie. He's actually done well. It reminds me a lot of what's his face? Who's on City now, and who was on PSG
Trafford?
last year.
Donnarumma.
Donnarumma. Kind of reminds me a lot. Same body type, big, tall, great instincts. He's not going to dive all over. I mean, anytime you lose Allison, you're losing something. I don't care who you are. He's one of the top in the world for that. But a couple games he hasn't been terrible. The goals we've conceded haven't been necessarily his fault. He hasn't had any howlers go by him. It's we got to get Szoboszlai into space. I think that'll happen. I think he's been the key to our offensive cog this time, and he had another great international break. That guy he just does not stop running the entire match. I mean, if you're going to watch one player on our team tomorrow, when Gravenberch is fun to watch, but Szoboszlai just will not stop running the entire match. It's crazy. He'll be all over the pitch tomorrow.
It sounds like Mason Mount.
It sounds exactly like Mason Mount.
That's all
United
does is fucking run.
United supporters, we just kind of we just heard Chris talk about what he expects and what we should see. What do you think we should be doing to beat Liverpool? What United supporters, what do you want us? What do you think we should attack them? What should be our mind state? What should be going on?
You got to attack that right side. Kirkes has not proven himself to be solid on our right side at all this year. That's why I've honestly. I kind of want Andrew Robertson to start against you guys. I think that we need a kind of a settling force down there in the beginning of the game. It's easier to sub somebody on later and then already have an established tempo down there, but we've been really weak on that.
That's your right. You're right back.
Yep.
You're right back.
So I mean, he's very fast, but he's much more of a. We don't need both of our left and right back to push forward as hard as they've been going, and that's kind of left a lot of space over there. So I think a lot of our attacking has kind of come from that.
Okay.
So Isak, how do you feel? Do you feel like who do you start? Do you start TK or Isak?
I think we start Isak in this game, and I think that I would like to see. Maybe not against you, but I would like to see Ekitike start in Gravenberch's place up front there and see how that is on the wing, because I think that he can play on the wings better than they're given credit for. I'd like to see both of those two guys up front with Salah, to be honest with you, and kind of go back to our traditional lineup and see what that's like. Having said that, I think Ekitike will come off the bench later against you guys, and I think if you spend that much money on Isak and he's maybe going to finally be in game shape. I know Sweden did not have a good international break, and there was a lot of fighting on that team there for sure. But I think he's going to finally be able to put in maybe 60 instead of 45. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So United guys, what do you want to see from us? What do we need to do?
Stop playing the midfield too. That's what's going to lose us the game right
Things will be so much better. Yeah.
That's going to lose us the game. McAllister and Szoboszlai alone are going to run circles around that, and Gravenberch. They're going to run circles around Bruno and whoever the fuck he decides to start.
It'll be Casemiro. It's going to be Casemiro.
Come on. And then, the pace that they have on the wings. You have a 32-year-old man that's probably faster than our entire team. Just damn near. So, one ball, one aggressive run, and that does us in every fucking time. I don't want to see that. I do not. The minute it starts happening, bro, I'm telling you, I might leave the fucking bub.
That's why I sweat Maguire playing, because he's not going to get back.
That midfield, too, is going to hurt us. It's going to hurt us.
We're going to get smoked.
We got to decide what we're going to do early. We're going to give them the ball and hit them on the break, and that be what we do, or we try to keep the ball with we try to keep the ball somehow with two men in the midfield, but one of them can't fucking pass unless you start Casemiro. He's the only bit of passing that we have from the back.
He's just going to pass it back to Delit.
There you go. So
I think
the back Casemiro.
Ronaldo
Bruno in the midfield. Yeah. It's going to be Bruno in the midfield, I think.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah. I mean, surprisingly, that's when Casemiro played. We played our best football. Best football.
You guys think Shea
Yeah,
Lacey makes
No,
Fuck no.
not
nothing?
yet.
it in the
I
Not
end.
don't
even the
even. I
bench.
don't even want Shea Lacey around these bums. Half of these bums. Keep him away from them for a little bit. Keep him on ice for a
You
year.
want no, you don't want to stank to rub off on the youths, right?
You
He's been training with him, so I mean,
I
What's
mean,
up?
my feeling going into this game. Listen, Liverpool doesn't have to play well to beat us because they have talent. But
You
all
gotta
our
be
guys got to be.
perfect.
Our guys got
Yep.
to be checked in. They got to have a spirit, a bounce. Um, really courageous, real brave. Have confidence in yourself. We cannot react. We cannot be reacting to Liverpool. We actually have to come at them and try to get them off guard a little bit. We can't let them have the ball and invite pressure. They'll carve us up. They got too much skill. They got too much guys to figure it out. And they're at Anfield, so them niggas are going to be up for it. Don't act like they're not going to be. They're gonna be up for it. They're gonna be singing that bullshit ass walk along song, and everybody's gonna be going nuts, flagged everywhere. They're gonna be up for it. So our guys, our only responsibility is to be fucking up for it. Don't be fucking not scanning. Don't be professional and professional for the whole goddamn match. And
Hurt somebody.
yeah, I mean,
Hurt someone. We need a bastard out there. We need a bastard out there that's going to put something in and leave something on a couple guys. I want this game to be a little nasty. I think that's
yeah,
what you got to do. I think you have to play Liverpool this way.
yeah, we have to play
Everybody
physical.
this way a little bit now because we don't have the tactics nor the fucking the guile or the grift or the fucking offensive nous to get the ball in the damn net. So you got to resort to being a little nasty at times and having a little bit more attitude. That's what we've been lacking in this Man United team for years now.
yeah.
I don't want to be saying, oh, we get Roy Keane. Roy Keane would have led. I'm not saying that shit. I'm just saying we need a little bit more attitude from these guys because the minute goal one goes in for Liverpool, heads drop. Heads fucking drop. Look at what happened. People forget. In the 7-0 drilling that we got, we had them on the ropes. We had them on the ropes until the first goal went in the first half. And then capitulation, absolute capitulation from then on. Then the halftime happens. So goal, halftime, and then straight ass from the rest for the rest of the time. Like, come on now. You guys dropped your heads. You cannot. You have to be, and you have to be resilient, and you have to be fucking just sharp. I don't expect the best football, but talk to each other out there. Like, please. That's why I say 3-0, because it just seems so improbable it might fucking happen.
That's crazy that you said 3-0 though, and after what you just said.
Listen, I have every evidence to say Liverpool 10-0, but I won't. You know what I'm saying? I won't do that. They, like you said, bro, they could beat us just on the fact that they got talent. But talent alone can't always get you there. I hope Liverpool comes in there with their minds right and don't look past us.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to come in there. I want to fight. Like I miss this rivalry being great. I want this. I want it. I want it to be great. It's nothing about that. It's like I don't like my rival being Arsenal. I don't want to fucking play Arsenal. I want to play fucking Manchester United, and I want to be fucking fighting for the league with you guys. I don't want to be fucking fighting for the league against fucking Arsenal or City. I mean, fuck them, man. They're half-ass fucking franchises anyway, man. Let's get this back. Let's make it nasty. Let's hurt some players. Let's fucking start a fight on the fucking pitch. Let's have them bring this fucking back. Let's play. Let's play.
I think the pressure today that Cunha and Casemiro are out Sunday, Amorim gave those two, Bruno and Ahmed, time off from training. He was talking about Brazil playing in Japan. If Cunha doesn't play, I will fucking riot. This manager doesn't like Mavericks, I'm convinced. As the reason why the length of travel / rest, but we will see. We got players still here from that 7-0 ass whooping. Facts, and everyone hates Arsenal. Oh, yeah.
We all hate Arsenal.
Everyone hates Arsenal.
We all hate Arsenal.
Arsenal's like the little fucking dog in the corner that's like, oh, like the dog behind the gate that barks all the time. And like you could fucking go over the gate, kick it, and fucking throw it, and it'll come right up to the gate and keep fucking barking. That's Arsenal fans. Those are Arsenal fans. They don't shut the fuck up. You could beat them 10-0 every week. They still think they're going to win the league every single year. You know what? I respect that because you got to think like that. Arsenal's the Cowboys of the football world? Nah. The Cowboys won multiple things. Arsenal's never won the Champions League. We might be the Cowboys. We might be the fucking Cowboys. For sure.
That's harsh. Shut your mouth.
That's a little.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Cowboy fans. You know that, Casey.
Think about it like this: ownership sucks. Haven't been to it in a long time. Haven't won in a long time. I don't know. There's some similarities there. We are definitely not the Cowboys. Holy shit! So who are we? The Patriots? Because we have to be a team that was great and are not winning anymore. So it's either the
Steelers,
the Cowboys, or the
Steelers.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'll take the Steelers. Give us the Steelers, not the Cowboys.
No, the Steelers. The Steelers win. The Steelers don't have losing seasons. We have a lot of them.
That's true. The Steelers don't have losing seasons.
They don't have losing seasons. They'll go 9.
They might have made playoffs, but they ain't on the pounding.
Yeah, they're never under 500.
We might be the Patriots for sure. What the hell happened to Casey? Okay, well, whatever.
He dropped out. The Cowboy talk scared him.
Yeah, he's a Rams fan.
I didn't touch nothing. They just shut off.
Case knowledge.
It's still the one thing about Liverpool and Manchester United, gentlemen. It's still the game. City fans hate that I tell them that you're not even. I don't even think about y'all. I could care less what you guys do. It doesn't matter. Our rival is Liverpool.
Man, I think about City, man.
I think about the City game for sure.
Oh, I don't think about cheaters. I get it.
City leads.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Arsenal is the 4th, and then all the other teams that think they're our rival, fine, because everybody's our rival. Everybody hates us more than anything in the world. So, cool, that's fine. But I'm definitely thinking about Leeds more these days now than fucking damn Arsenal. I do look forward to Arsenal games.
Some would say, yeah, I do too. But Arsenal, it's too many Jamaicans relatives of mine that support Arsenal, and I just can't do it. I have to hang up my phone and that type shit, and I just don't like that. Chris knows I go into shelter when we play bad. I don't go to parties. Yeah, he thinks he takes it personal, Mikey, and be like I'm avoiding him. Well, actually, I am avoiding him.
You are avoiding me. Fan. Yes, you don't have to.
I didn't appreciate you brought that girl up in my face, and she was a Liverpool supporter at your party.
That's all right, man. We're everywhere.
I will say this. At the other pub, Ronaldo, they got a Liverpool fan base there. And those girls in that pub are fine as hell. My God, I just never seen a finer bunch of women just wearing the wrong shit, acting the wrong way, and they just keep bothering me, harassing me.
Yeah.
What's going on, Big Papa? Ready to lose today? I'm like,
Stop talking dirty to me.
I am ready to lose today, actually. They fine, though, bro. Jesus Christ. We don't got none of that.
Yeah. I almost dated a Liverpool chick. She worked at this dispensary called never mind. But my boys had to check me. It was like an intervention. My boys got me in the corner like, you're not doing it. I don't care how cute she is, you're not doing it. And I was like, all right, I'll do it for y'all. I did something, though, but I didn't do it for them. But anyway, tell me about what do you appreciate about this rivalry with Liverpool, Ronaldo? Why do you love beating the Scousers?
Let's get the score predictions.
Well, it is what it is. It's 2020. I'll tell you exactly what it is. They've been winning, we've been winning. We're going neck and neck with the titles. Like the total title, I think they're like 2 ahead of us now. It's just 2 teams that are close to each other geographically and a little far culturally maybe. And yeah, we have football teams that we love that have been successful and we just hate each other. And when I was younger, getting to know football, it was just a matter of I just didn't want to lose to them. I hate losing to them. Kind of like how I feel about the Mets. I don't hate the Mets. I just hate losing to them because of the fans. But now it's hate, especially since, we've been good. We've been winning now. The Nadir is in our side of town now, and they've been winning and looking good and trouncing us. So it's gotten nasty for me, the rivalry. So, yeah, I always look forward to this game, even if we're gonna lose, because we always have a puncher's chance because of hate. You know what I'm saying? So I always look forward to it.
B, you real quick, and we're gonna get to the lineups and predictions. Make it all one thing. What do you appreciate about this rivalry?
I think it's bigger than United City because, yeah, like you, I think it was you, Casey, that said the total titles. We were both kind of heavyweights at one point, kind of going back and forth. Yeah, and honestly, I think we saw Liverpool kind of mid-table for a long time, and then they turned it around. And I think we're kind of going through sort of a similar thing. They. So I don't know. It is a good matchup. Pretty much every year, the teams come out for it. The players usually play really hard, and we generally both teams put out good product. The games aren't always competitive. Going back to that 7-0, but you never know what's going to happen, and that's kind of what I like about it. One team could get written off and come back and just steal those 3 points. So it's always entertaining.
Yeah, one team can get off and steal 3 points, and that's what it's all about. And scores do matter. Players do matter. I just realized what time it was. We got to get into what's going to happen. What do you feel is going to happen? Mikey, you seem itchy to say what you want to say, who's going to win and what's the score prediction. We're going to do score predictions and throw it in with lineup if you want to. You too, Chris. We'll leave you last.
I've been saying it all week, bro. This is based on nothing scientific, nothing statistical. Form goes out the window. Just a vibes pick. 3-0 United. 3-0 Bruno, Sesko, Cunha. Game done. Done in the first half.
Wow.
I really like that. I'm here for that, Mikey. I really am.
Yeah, you gotta manifest it for fuck's sake. At least that's all the least you guys can do. You guys are some negative, sad sacks all the time.
We are. Wow.
This guy just listed out all the reasons why you want to fire our manager.
Yeah, right.
We're negative.
He must have thought he was on mute for all that shit.
Don't muddy negativity and the truth, guys. Don't muddy those things up. Right?
You're right. As much as it pains me, I think a logical end to this game is 2-1 or 3-1 Liverpool. I don't think we're getting blown out. I'll put money on that. We're not getting blown out. It won't be more than 2 goals that we lose by. But the fan in me thinks that Matheus Cunha's hamstring is 100%, and he owes us something. And I won't be surprised if he takes over the game. And somehow he's the reason why we win a game. He's the reason why we win Sunday. But like I said, sticking to my guns until I see him win 2 in a row. I'm not picking him to win. So it's going to be 2-1 Liverpool.
You have been consistent with that. You have been consistent with that.
I mean, it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks since we last one. So,
B, you real quick, your score prediction all that time.
3-0.
If Laman starts, I'm gonna say we're gonna go 1-1.
Interesting.
If Binder starts, it's gonna be 3-1.
He cannot.
Yeah, he's not starting.
He can't, but I don't know. Ruben has proven me wrong before when I've tried to follow logical paths. So
I think the only illogical path Ruben's going to choose is playing Mason Mount on Sunday over Cunha.
Mason Mount has earned his start, guys. He's earned.
I don't know what
his start.
Ronaldo's on.
He's earned it. Don't you know?
I don't know what Ronaldo's on.
He's Premier League proven.
I just
Mason
said it,
Mount
and
is
I
Premier
think
League proven.
as he said it himself too, like yeah. He
I think Cunha's do
he might
too.
not play the
I agree
Mavericks
with
and just
Ronaldo.
play the safe bet, play Mason Mount.
Cunha's do.
Someone wants to play Mount in that organization all the time. Every time he's healthy, he gets a look.
Coaches, man, he does everything the coaches want. He's like
It's Amorim.
he's not
It's
like
Ruben,
a teacher's pet
yeah.
being a suck up. He's a teacher's pet because he does exactly what
I bet he brings like what's the shit? I bet he brings like scones to them at practice. Like, my auntie, my nan make these scones. You should try them out, Ruben. Chris, here it is. The last time we'll probably have a Scouser on here. Yeah. Tell me your score prediction. How do you feel?
I'm gonna go. As I say, there's two teams that whenever we play that I throw any records out of the out. One is Everton and the other one is Manchester United. So I say 2-1 Liverpool.
That's
I think
calm.
you guys score 1. I think Cunha's going to score against us for some reason if he plays. If he doesn't, 2-0.
Okay.
I hate that score.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
You want to make a bet this year?
You want to make a bet this year?
You want to make a bet this year? Do you want me to call you out on that?
I have the bet. Whoever wins,
we can do the bet the same one last year that we did last time.
The other one got to wear the other one's jersey.
No, we don't.
That's a good bet. I like that bet.
Chris, tell him our bet.
I like that bet.
So was the 3-0?
Yeah.
Wasn't that? Yes, it was. Yeah, that was when we were very, very much the best team in the world, and he came in one day. He was a little tipsy, I think, and he made the bet, and we bet 16 shots of Jameson, 16 shots over an evening. Whoever would win. We ended up beating you 3-0, and he drank 16 shots in about 14 minutes, and we got 86 out of 2 bars that day.
The fact that you remember this stuff is amazing. That's the most amazing part of this.
There's video of it too.
I got a fantastic video of him hammering back the last 10 shots too.
I got a headache just thinking about this.
That just made my stomach hurt.
Oh man!
Yeah, that's how it gets with me and him and my cousin. It's crazy stories. It's stabbings. It's all types of stuff. It's crazy when we hang out. The 3 of us.
You never know true love unless you've been stabbed by a girl.
Oh my God, that's insane. And he's serious. He's absolutely serious about what he just said because he lived it.
Good Lord.
Oh, I thought he was talking about you, Case.
What is happening?
I'm not letting nobody stab me.
I say somebody stabbed your ass.
Oh, way. Stabbing is crazy. He thinks that's true love.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, that's
That's
when
love.
she loves you, when she wants to
That's
murder
when
you.
you know a girl loves you when she stabs you.
It is a crime of passion. So.
Exactly.
Fair
You gotta
play.
look somebody in the eyes to do that.
Good Lord.
We got to wrap this up. I'm going with the
You
2-1.
see that comment below?
What's the comments? Read the comments. Read the comments.
Facts. My ex stabbed me, and I ain't felt a love like that since.
Oh, my God.
He's heating up.
That's that Philly love. That's
Wow.
That's
Chris, someone agreed with you, Chris. That's amazing. I'm not letting nobody stab me who didn't get through junior college. She didn't even get through junior college. How you gonna stab me?
You don't let them stab you. It just happens.
Because you're playing up in your blood clot.
Well, I'm gonna go with the 2-1. I think Sesko's gonna be the difference. He's gonna embarrass Van Dyke. I don't know what else to say would be my motivation to say that. I want to say Bruno's going to have a dynamite game. I want to say Kobe's going to play in the midfield. I want to say Cunha's going to start because he's going to put in the dogs for the game. But the only thing I can see that we're really good at right now in the recent past is getting Sesko the ball because our goalie is actually good with distribution, and the goalie actually puts Sesko in a situation where he can win a header. So, and your back four is not a. You guys are kind of shaky back there. Other than Van Dijk, is because of his consistency. You guys can get gout out, and I feel like if Sesko stretches the defense, like we say in American football, we might have an opportunity. So that's why I feel 2-1. I think Cunha. I hope Cunha starts, and I do not want to see Maguire and DeLitt on the field at the same damn time, because you got to remember they still got Isak and Kike, whatever the fuck his Ross' name is, and fucking Salah. We need people who can turn and go in different directions quick, and Harry Maguire cannot do that.
You sound like
So,
fucking Sean talking about NTK.
I'm sorry. They got dudes that, Gapo. We acting like we ain't mentioned Gapo once tonight. So Harry Maguire we need someone on our defense to be fleet-footed, who can quick change and turn and go direct. Harry gets stuck in the ground, does this, and niggas is blazing by him. We can't afford that, because people talk about our expected goal shit. How we're doing real well of getting good opportunities to score. Liverpool's number 2. And I don't want them to get off. I don't want them to have a situation where they're like, oh, we're getting shots off on these boys. Because we
Check
gonna
you
get
out, Mr. Statman. What the fuck?
Well, I gotta look good for Chris, because he'll talk shit
I'm
at the
gonna
pub.
say you are looking
You
good
try
today for that too.
You try to fucking show out in front of company. That's what it is. Oh,
Casey
shit.
got sticky notes on the
Chris,
side of the screen.
he's never like this. He doesn't believe his stats.
That's fucked up. And Chris ain't right. I can't read. I be saying some crazy shit. I'm running off talking to babes in the other room. It's crazy.
That's it.
But anyway.
He's adding on all that other stuff. All I said is he never brings up fucking stats.
Yeah, I just snitched.
Yeah, he does it actually. Yeah.
Let's get the last of these comments and call it an evening, man. This is a good show.
Said, just so you could feel me like a steel knife. Word to MF Doom.
What is going on?
Sound like an old jazz / blues singer. Raspy Gale. If Sesko dunks on Van Disney, I will lose my mind. 16 shots is facepalm. We read this about him getting stabbed, and that explains his current state of affairs. 16 shots of Jameson, loose. Iron Dome / Oracle, I see you. 3-0 United, says Cheese. I'm back in the Oracle. That's what I'm talking about. Last time Cunha played Liverpool, he scored a banger. Iron Dome clean sheet. I'm all positive vibes 24/7. My brother in Christ, I'm predicting a loss every week until we win back-to-back. The scores, Ahmad, Sesko, and Bruno. And I think it's going to rain on Sunday, and Liverpool should make for a nice game. O'Brien's is a Mets bar as well as a Giants and United and Leeds bar. Very strange.
Very
fuck
strange.
The Yankees, fuck the Mets, fuck the Knicks, fuck the Nets. Ronaldo's wife with the eyes. It's big up. It's almost birthday time. We carrying on tomorrow. And nothing more heartbreaking than the shawty I was talking to that was an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yep.
All right, guys, it's been another good episode. The Dodgers are winning 4-0, going into the 8th. That's a sweep. I want to thank Chris for coming on. He was a great visitor. He didn't get too disrespectful. He's going to save that for later. Are you going to the party tomorrow at the Firefox?
I will be there. I won't be there till about 10 or though. 10
Okay.
Got to work tomorrow.
Right. I want to thank the glorious panel for joining and being here. Everybody who commented, you're amazing.
Oh, tomorrow, I don't know if you guys are interested. I'm sorry to cut you off, Casey.
No, you're good. No. There's
tomorrow,
no
we're doing a show with the Australian Reds tomorrow, 6 p.m. our time, Eastern. Right. So if y'all want to come on, anybody wants to come on.
That's facts. I love that.
Yeah, we'll come on. Quick hour with them. So if you got free time, I know we doing me and Ronaldo, and we going out for some birthday fun afterwards. But come join us tomorrow. Talk some shit. We could talk freely now because no Scousers are in the room, so we could talk about them and how they feel and how they don't have Christmas and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's a different life, man. You know, bin dippers are crazy. But anyway, Love and Salt is Chris's restaurant. If you're in Los Angeles, go to Manhattan Beach. Trust me, if you say I saw you on Stateside Reds, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna bless you because that's the type of person he is. I want to thank Chris for joining us. B,
Thanks for having me, guys.
my guy Mike
Appreciate
and
it, man.
Ronaldo. This has been another Stateside Reds thing. Up the fucking Reds, beat the Scousers. You're just a Scouser, a dirty Scouser. You're
Chris,
never
leave us with the
happy.
final words. Chris, you leave us with the final words.
Yeah, Chris, you do it.
If it's 3-0, I'm never talking to you guys again.
Up the fucking Reds till next
Up
time.
the fucking